Welcome to the Jill on Money podcast. It's Tuesday, April 20th, and we are still here every single day answering your questions, trying to help you figure out where to go next, trying to really help navigate your financial journey with you, not, sort of instructing you. Mark and I have this real sense that we play the role as the coach and the assistant coach. We switch off roles ourselves. We want to be the ones who are cheerleading for you and your success, and we want to help you get better wherever you are, whatever your position is in your life. And it doesn't really matter to us whether you make $40,000 a year or $4 million a year. Everybody's got questions, and so we don't judge either way. That means that all you need to do to get some financial advice is to send us an email. Ask Jill at JillOnMoney.com. Ask Jill at JillOnMoney.com. That is our email address. And our website, JillOnMoney.com, has a contact button. You can just hit that when you're on the site playing around. The most important thing that you can do after you send us that email is say to yourself, wouldn't it be fun if I could hear Mark's voice? Wouldn't it be fun if I could actually talk to Jill instead of just writing to her? If that's the case and you want to join us on the program, let us know. Mark will do the rest. It's fantastic. That's what Nathan did. Nathan is on the line from upstate New York. Hello, Nathan. How can we help you out?
Thanks, Jill. Thanks for taking my call. So I'm entertaining a new job offer, and I'm in the process where I'm about to start a salary negotiation. And I think the biggest difference in compensation package is going from a job where I'm offered a pension in addition to standard benefits to a job that is more of a startup company that does offer comparable benefits with the exception that there is no pension.
Whoops, wait a minute. Hold on. That's a big difference because a pension's a guarantee. How much do you make right now?
About $140,000.
Okay. And what's the range of salary that you think you would be looking at for the new potential position?
So I don't know exactly, but I think what seems more feasible is that it probably has to be close to $200,000 in order to make up the gap is what I'm thinking.
Okay. All right. I gotcha. What else is going on in your life? You married? You got kids? What's happening?
I'm single, divorced, but father of two kids, both in high school. Of course, so I'm looking forward to them going off to college before too long. I'm saving a little bit, for their 529s, but honestly, it's not something that I'm maxing out right now. I'm primarily focused on my retirement savings.
Good. I like that. Believe me, I think that's much smarter for anyone, but obviously you'll figure it out. And the retirement is really the most important part. How is your cash flow on that $140,000 a year? You're putting money into your retirement account right now?
Right. So I'm maxing out my 401k with my civilian employer, and then just this year, I paid off a bunch of debt, so I don't have any major debt, but I went back to contributing and maxing out an IRA as well.
Wow. That's good. How old did you say you were? You said you were single.
42.
42. Okay. Tell me about the pension in this current job, because I'm in love with a pension.
Right. No, hey, I like the pension too. When I look at the projections, if I stay with the company until, age 60 or beyond, it's certainly something that's going to provide a stable income post-retirement. But the huge jump is assuming I stayed with the company and assuming I got even conservative annual raises of 3%, that monthly pension would be closer to about $6,800 a month.
Whoa. Hold on a second. That is massive. That is huge. Wow. Is the company a company that you think is going to stay in business? In other words, sometimes we're worried about pensions because they're like, oh, yeah, I work for, whatever. They're in Chapter 11. But what about your current company?
Well, it's been around a long time. So, I think it's fairly safe to assume it's going to be around for a while. But at the same time, there's also no guarantee, right? So there's been solid companies that have fallen before and pensions that have gone by the wayside before. But, for now, it's safe, and for now, I'm vested.
Do you like your job?
I do. I like it, but, at least this opportunity provides an interesting career opportunity, for new growth that I don't think I would have if I stayed where I am.
This is so hard because, I love a guarantee. I mean, look, so we're talking. So let's think the math through a little bit. So $65,000 a year is a big difference, especially because it is a guarantee. So think about this. For me to get you that 65 grand, I have to figure out how to accumulate about $2 million or so by the time you get to retirement. And if I were to do that, I presume that would take about $5,000 a month every single month in addition to what you're doing already. I'm just talking about like replicating that pension benefit. So let's go back and say that you're right. You need more than 140, which is what you make now, but you probably need more than 200 because even if you made 200 on that extra 60, you wouldn't clear 60, right? Because you'd need after-tax money. Right. So essentially what I need you to clear is something closer to like 100 grand. This is getting hard, right? Or more. Yeah. Because you live in that nice high-tax state of New York. Now, okay, but I also don't want to go crazy here. Okay, so let's say that, wish list is you make 140 and you say to the new guys, I have a huge pension. Can you pay me $250 a year? And then we're good. And they're like laughing at you.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But that said, that doesn't mean you shouldn't take the job. Because if you think this provides a great opportunity, you may get to that higher income level and you may not need to. Maybe all the money you have right now that's in savings, whether in your 401k, in your IRA, this pension benefit, maybe you don't need to have that extra money. It's nice to have it, but maybe you don't need to accumulate all that much. So tell me about other stuff in your financial life. In your 401k, how much have you saved?
It's about $150 right now.
Okay. And you're obviously going to be cranking on that because you're maxing out now. And your IRA, how much is in there?
It's only about $30,000.
Okay. And is there any other money that you have invested right now?
I do. So I have a thrift savings plan. I retired recently from the Air Force, so I have about $50,000 in that.
Okay. I mean, look, you've got a good start here. I hate to tell you not to take a job when you're psyched to do this.
Right.
Okay? So what I would say is this. You have a great job. You got it. It's sweet. It's amazing. I mean, if they turned around and said to you, we'll pay you $150, that's the best we can do, you will have to make a decision about whether or not you say, okay, has so much upside possibility. I'm willing to risk the loss of my pension. But if they are going to pay you, north of 200 or closer to 250, and you can be disciplined about saving and you run your numbers, it may be worth it. I hate to tell you to stay in a job where it sounds to me like you like it, you don't love it, and that this job could really get you reinvigorated and more passionate about your future. But I think that you get a sense now of what you're losing.
Absolutely. No, that helps. I mean, I didn't really factor into, the taxes on that additional income either, which is obviously going to be huge in that tax bracket, right? Right.
We cannot make it go away. I am so sorry about that. But again, look, why don't you play with some of those numbers and see what it would look like if you were paid $200,000 a year and you kept putting money away. Maybe you say in addition, you'd put, let's see, $2,000 a month away. See what that looks like. Maybe you're still going to hit your retirement numbers. And maybe it won't be comparable, but maybe it will be enough. And you'll be excited about what this next position holds. And maybe that would mean that instead of retiring at age 60 or 62, you would work longer because you like it more. So I don't want to throw out the opportunity. I just want you to understand the different variables by which you can judge your decision.
Absolutely. No, that's helpful. I'll do that.
Okay. If you would like to be like Nathan, and who doesn't want to be like Nathan, you can just tell us, here's my financial question. I want to come on the air with you. Don't you see or don't you hear that these conversations that we are conducting in person, they're so much better because we are able to dig deep into whatever else is going on in your life. It's just better. Mark, I'm thinking about creating NFTs of our audio clips. Do you think we can sell them for anything? Do you think people want the non-fungible token of my voice? Maybe it could just be my Jill-isms, and we'll just do a series of them. Let's see. Anyone want to buy an NFT of Jill and Mark on the air? Let's see. There'd be like 2 people saying, what are you talking about? And no. The answer? No. All right, guys, wash your hands. Wear your masks, maintain your physical distancing, and put your hands metaphorically on someone's back, please. Take care. We'll talk to you tomorrow.